All right. Well, welcome. Wednesday, April 12th, the last meeting before your taxes are due, or to at least file for an extension. Now, remember, filing an extension is just to extend to file, not to pay, by the way. Doesn't mean I always live by that, but just letting you know. Okay. Why did we enter? I talk about taxes and everybody got really weird. Who's already filed their taxes and has it all handled? Who knows? Who's going to file an extension, and I'll handle that by October. Okay, and there's no judgment here. You're just this. We're in the process. Okay, great. Let's get started with something good. Who's got something exciting to share? Anything. Get the energy flowing. Anyone?
Good morning. So I am starting off on this, my first time doing this Keller's Ready to Sell. The contract construction is getting ready to start next week. And I just got a new buyer, signed a buyer's rep agreement.
Okay, cool. Active, getting after it. Great. Anyone else? Doesn't have to be business, could be personal, could be online. Yes.
Oh, I have two to share.
That's so everybody can hear you online, so still speak loud.
Yes, I have two to share. One is personal and one is business. Last week I have my number 1 closing April. I just have my number 2 closing this Monday. And then I have another closing next Monday. So
okay, all right. You're rolling.
And then my personal is my daughter just gave baptized this past Easter. Okay. So yes, right, I'm very happy for her.
All right. Okay, great. Okay. Anybody else? Winona.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I recruited 3 new agents in the office for Red Day. Yeah. So we're excited about that. My granddaughter got another scholarship. Yay.
There you go.
And I passed my other inspection on my investment property I'm working on in Houston.
Okay. All right. Good week. I like it. Anybody online? Going once? Going twice? What's that?
Yeah, I'm super proud this week. My daughter who's a freshman and will be a sophomore next year actually made the varsity dance team for Rich Point High School. So, proud of her.
What do I need to do? All right. All right, quick. We showcase our classes. We got a lot going on over the next couple of months. So here's a quick little snapshot of what's going on, and we're going to go over each one of those in person. Okay. What's this?
I'm gonna be doing stress awareness month information. I'm on the panel. It's this Friday. Yeah, it's this Friday. So if you guys can come up.
Where is it? Sienna. That's that neighborhood. It's just right there. Yes. Okay, great. It's too far. Who said that, Pam? Oh, by the way, we got Bold coming up. We're going to talk about Bold. We got a great Bold. Everybody heard about it? You've all gotten a phone call. You've all signed up for First Step. You've all signed up for Full Bold. It's right in front of you. If not, we're going to hear you more. Lock the doors. If they're not signed up, they can't get out. But a Monday is the first step. And then here's a breakdown. It's a little bit of a different flow, both based on the coaches, and that's Cody Gibson's schedule, because he's got an expansion team. He works with he has a big production team. He also works with KWRI on the expansion lever with teams. We'll talk more about that as we move along. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a barcode. Do you guys see the barcode? Okay, great. Yeah, that's the bar. Do you need help? Do David's form. David, just give us your credit card. We'll take care of it. All right, Nimesh.
All right, just a couple of reminders. Next week is big for DocuSign. Masterclass on Tuesday. DocuSign Masterclass is going to get you through the documents, the transaction, the e-signature part. That way you can flow through your transactions, systematically, and then flip one more. And then on Thursday, it's the advanced DocuSign workshop. Advanced doesn't mean you have to be great at it. Advanced is just advanced features that will really, really streamline and shortcut your processes in DocuSign. Okay, so if you have not taken it yet, I implore you to come to my sessions on Tuesday and Thursday. It'll be powerful, huge for you to learn that DocuSign. Okay, cool. That's what I got, Chad.
What's this?
Oh, yes, I apologize.
Why do you apologize?
Well, because I forgot.
Oh.
That's why I apologize. I forgot. Solidify Your Systems is coming back around, right? To build that system out in Command and other technology pieces that will connect to it, right? To streamline your business from, how to connect with your database on a systematic basis to how to flow through your sales pipeline in opportunities, and then how to capture the leads when they come in and put them into that system. All right. So it's going to be every Friday starting April 21st for 4 straight Fridays. All right. Hour and a half, 10 to 11:30. I already did it one time around and it was well attended. And the agents, even producing agents, started asking me when I was doing it again. So here it is. All right. Starting on April 21st. This is great for producing agents. This is great for brand new agents. It's great for teams. It's great for admins. All right. I implore you to be here. It's a good deal.
All right, great. Good stuff. All right. MS 150. I'm riding in it, by the way. Yes. Norman is doing it as well. One night I was drinking wine and they got me to commit at where was it?
I don't remember who.
Anyways. Where's my what? These practice videos. I've been writing, right? I will make it, by the way. I don't know how fast I get there. But here's a shameless plug. I need your, oh yeah, Norman, you could tell him about it. Norman, this is not just a plug for us. He puts together a fitness and he will be rallying up people for next year as well. So tell him about it, Norman.
Well, it's almost 150 miles from Houston now to College Station. Okay. And so we start riding and we start training at the beginning of the year because of weather and everything. But it's a fun thing to do and it's a fundraiser for MS. Okay. And by the way, you can market this to yourself too. Okay. So it's a great ride. So the Keller Williams has a team and it ranges between 15 to 20 something ish at times. Okay. And if you don't have a bike, it's easy to get a bike. Let's get rolling. I lost a little weight, so you didn't see how fat I was at the beginning of the year. So it helps you, but you help others also, and you build relationships with your fellow cyclists out there. So next slide. So here's a few of our agents that are actually riding. Who's that? And then we also have Jamie that took on the challenge this year. And of course, me, this would be my 16th time. It's getting a little harder for me since I'm getting a little older. And then who is this guy? Okay, so he's doing it too. He's very quietly with his group, his networking group. They put together quite a few numbers of riders out there. So they're doing it too. Okay. But next slide, we need your support. Like Chad said, we need your support for fundraising. Okay. Minimum is 400.
Not for you to give. It could be $1, it could be $5,
Yeah.
it could be 10, or it could be 500. And this is what is MS 150? What is their goal to raise this year?
It's been a little slow since COVID. They have like about 6,000 riders now. It used to be 13,000 and it would sell out the first few days. Okay, so.
But I think their goal is $10 million to
Yeah,
raise
it's-
in this organization for a really good cause. So
It's a really good call.
take out your phone, click on this, David. I know you got an extra $1 instead of your cup of coffee.
right.
Support a good thing and throw a few dollars in as well.
So that's Chad's link. Okay, we'll get a few more links up here in a second here.
That's Norman. No, you don't want Norman.
Yeah.
Go to mine. No, I'm kidding.
Anybody,
Controlling the clicker.
just anybody. Okay,
That's Norman.
there's me. Okay,
You can pick your favorite.
and there's
James.
I-
That's how they ride. They go on it and
Hey.
picture.
I told y'all guys, everybody that rides with me, we go to places that you cannot get by car. Okay, there'll be places we ride to that you cannot get to by car, and a whole bunch of places. The what? Well, we
Part
were,
of the challenge.
yeah. All right, so,
And there's CW. CW is winning the list.
yeah, he's already
really.
hit his 3,000 and something dollars. I mean,
Yeah.
he's just amazing. Okay.
Well, he's using it as an opportunity to touch his database and its alignment of good cause. He's actually on a fitness journey too as well. If you've seen, he's out there riding and really working at it. So cool thing.
All right, guys.
Or any other fitness things. You're up still, Norman.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh, May the 10th is our blood drive, our annual Give from the Heart blood drive. It's right around the same time as Red Day. Okay, so Chad said, hey, let's just call this the Give from the Heart, because when you do Red Day, you're giving because you're doing something for them. And I go like, that's a genius. So it's been a very good.
Now give your blood.
Yeah, save the date. Don't go to the blood center and give blood now, because then it'll be 8 weeks before you can give blood again. Okay?
Yep. And they're gonna have a bus.
Yeah, we'll have a bus again. That bus has been really good out there.
It'll be in the parking lot. So if you go to this link, you're gonna go to your time, correct?
Yep.
And then you select the time that. You have to just give. This is all about, oh, speaking of giving, we got another opportunity to give back, and we call this Red Day. Come on up, Winona. Winona Smith is on our ALC, and this is driven by one of our, and she's the chair with Tasha Hippolyte, and they're running Red Day. So tell us about it.
So what we're doing this year, if you missed our famous video from last week, we're not gonna play that again, but we are winning because, as Norman, it's amazing that they're doing the blood drive right before Red Day, because we are partnering with Texas Children's Hospital to make care baskets for the patients that are in the hospital. And how many agents do we want to have participate? Awesome. And then how many baskets do we want to contribute? And if you go to the next slide, these are all the items that from the list that Texas Children has given us. So you'll see that some items are not accepted. So if you can just govern yourselves accordingly, that would be great. If you don't have time, you can leave a donation with Barbara, and we'll be more than happy to do the shopping for you. But this is a great opportunity. I've gotten 2 of my vendors to give me monetary contributions so that we can meet our goal. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to Tasha or myself. And then we need to get the note cards. I talked to Krista about getting us some KW note cards, and we'll have those in the front, because in each basket, we would like to put a note. Texas Children is going to give us some verbiage, because they don't want you to say get well and things like that, because some of the patients will not get well. But at least we can put a smile on their face, and then we can give where we live, and then also show that we care about the community. Any questions?
100 agents, 100 baskets.
And we're gonna have fun while we
You
do.
could drop some of them off. We'll have a location here at the office, or you can bring it directly to the site. And the
Yes.
site will be
The Fort Bend Museum,
yes, and that's where we'll be from 10 to 2, correct?
10 to 2.
Yes,
on
so
that
drop your
Thursday.
stuff off early in the day. Don't show up at 1:30 and go, okay, here's my stuff. Because at that point, we should be done putting the baskets
And we're
together.
gonna have fun, and then also we'll let you guys know how many agents we can have go to the drop off. We're still trying to coordinate that with them, and then we could take our photo op. And thank you guys so much for supporting.
Thank
Red Day.
you. All right, good stuff. All right. You don't have to sweat this year. All right, ALC minute. Who do we got? Sapana.
Very funny.
Minute-ish.
I'm gonna put the time on. So I don't know if you guys know, but every week an ALC member gets up here and talks about something that's relevant to the business. I'm gonna share something I do. I think one of the most important things you can do right now, where business is slow, is network, okay? Get involved in an organization you're passionate about. Get involved in your neighborhood, your schools, and talk to people, introduce yourself. And when you're doing it, don't make it about, as a new realtor, sometimes it's all about passing out cards. Don't always make it about passing out cards. If they didn't remember you while they were talking to you, they're not going to remember your card. So make sure you make a connection. And if you get involved in something that is really something you love to do, like when I was doing this whole Red Day stuff, you're going to be more passionate. You're going to want to go to the meetings. You're going to want to go to their social events. And over time, you're going to build relationships. And those relationships can turn into real estate transactions. If they trust you, they know you, they will give you the business. That was a minute.
Okay. It's a good reminder. Good stuff. When you, well, this is a book that I read, and it's a story about a, it was basically Karl Marx's father. And when he was young, right, his dad went to a synagogue and he went there, to said we attend. When they moved, there wasn't a synagogue in place. And so he went there and he goes, the only reason I really go is to just get business. So Karl Marx said, religion is just a crutch for the masses. And it led to a whole belief system, which I just believe it was destructive. So when you do attend, go for the right reason. You're not there for business. You're there for the right reason. And then the business will show up when you build those relationships. And I think that's really critical because they'll smell it a mile away. All right, Greg, come on.
How's everyone doing today? Awesome. So my name is Greg. I'm the marketing director here at the office. So gonna share a couple of updates and I guess go through some numbers regarding marketing through technology. So this is a stat from NAR. They surveyed agents throughout the country and looked at which technology tools that agents are using to get the most quality leads. So everyone see what's number one?
Social media.
Social media. Who here is actively marketing their business on social media? Raise your hand. Should be 100% of the room. And it's like maybe 80% of the room, right? So all of you guys should be utilizing social media on a high level. Now, one thing you guys probably are thinking about, like, well, how do I create content? What do I post? Well, we just went through a whole bunch of different events that you can leverage as social media content. So you have, Red Day. We're going to talk about shredding hunger. We're going to talk about the baseball game. There's a whole lot of opportunities. So when you have these events, you could like stop and say you attend networking events. Those are also opportunities to create content for your social media. And now you look down these other tools, so local MLS, in our case, that's HAR. So that's a high level. And you see customer relationship management tool. So everyone has a CRM here, everyone has one? That's Command, by the way. Right, so all of you guys, 100% of the room has a CRM. That's third on this list. The other tools, digital ad, email marketing, etc., are also tools that are found in Command. So everything up here, you already have. So all the tools that you need are in this list. That's what agents are using around the country. So that's I want to make sure you guys are aware of that. Now, shredding hunger, right? Opportunity to utilize said tools. How many people posted on social media about shredding hunger? Should be 100% of the room, right? This is an easy piece of content. We've created flyers for all of you guys. You can use a general flyer for it. You can use this one if you wanted to, right? Just sharing that with your database on a high level will make a big difference in terms of marketing to your database, because you don't want to be salesy in every single social media post that you have, right? You want to offer someone. So Chad mentioned tax season. So one of the opportunities for people who have sensitive documents, they can have it shredded the following week. So this event, April 22nd. Kimber is leading volunteer. So if you're interested in volunteering that day, so what we're doing for that event, for just people who don't know, is people who have the opportunity to have their documents shredded for free if they donate food. The food goes to the Eastport event, Fort Benning Human Needs Ministry. So we look for volunteers to help greet people. As a drive-through event, so cars just drive by. Last time we think we had 125 plus cars drive by to our parking lot. So we need volunteers to help load the food truck and also bring the documents to the shredding truck. So we need the more the better. So if you're available that day, just use this QR code and participate.
Oh, you mean I can market it even though I can't be there that day?
Get correct. But whether you're going or not, you can use this event. Everyone should post a flyer just cause, right? Whether you're attending or not.
How do I make a flyer?
Well, you already done, right? We created one for everyone. If you don't have one, send an email. You can contact me or send an email to team@agentmarketingdesk.com and someone will create the flyer for you. This doesn't cost you anything. Everything is already packaged and created for you. If you go to kwsw25.com/shreddinghunger, there's information. We have a script that created by Chris Hurley that's already on the website. We have an email template that you can use to send to your database. You can even share the video that we did from last year to use that to get people an idea of what's going to happen. So everything is packaged and prepared for you. So I'll post it on a Facebook closed group, but of course it's already on kwsw25.com. Okay, so Space Cowboys Family Night. So this is something we've been doing every year. This is the day after Red Day, so I know it's a busy week, but this is a great opportunity to have some fun with the office. So we have 300 tickets that goes to agents. So you're able to bring claim up to 4 tickets per agent, right? The idea is that you could bring you, your family, you could bring friends. If you want to, you could bring your clients, right? So you're gonna scan this QR code. You're gonna see a form to request tickets. We're gonna start giving out tickets on Friday. So you could, claim it now, pick it up on Friday. It'll be at the front desk. Also, we're gonna have opportunity to get a KW Southwest red shirt, so which is different from the Red Day shirt, but it's a shirt that says KW Southwest. The idea during the day of the event, we kind of come out in a big way, 300 people wearing KW Southwest. Anyone attended last year? Cool. We had a great time watching the game, grabbing beers, great time to connect with each other, network with agents. If you're a new agent, you better come because you want to network with some of the top producers. They're all going to be there as well. So that's all I got for you guys for today. That's it. Scan the code.
Okay, thank you. Good stuff. That's fun night. And they got fireworks. Who doesn't like fireworks? I like fire. Yeah, certain dogs, some dogs don't mind them, but yeah, that is good. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, speaking of branding and, my typical BBL moment, this time it's more so bringing a series of branding events here. Camille Percy, who's huge on branding, she's a photographer. She understands the essence of social media and how to utilize that to help build your brand. She's coming to our office and she has a 4-part series. It is great for new agents, seasoned agents, growing teams. Anybody can come to this. And so it's going to kick off in May. The first class is understanding business branding, and we're taking this to a deeper level. The second class is about social media marketing bootcamp. Then we're mastering the social media content itself with new tips and tricks and tools for you to utilize. And then finally, branding, marketing, and social media masterclass. So taking this to a deeper level once we've laid the foundation for you and moving on. So BBL, get up your butts, and build your brand.
All right, thank you. Oh, look, they got a picture of me. This is my moment. All right, before we get started, I wanted to update you a little bit on a leadership update. So Israel Flores, if you'll come up, we are making a change in our PC coach. So Brad, he had some things challenged in his life, and the position and leadership is really harder than you want, is going to be stepping down out of that role. We appreciate him for his time and effort. He put lots of energy and life into it as well. And he's just ready to go, hey, I need to make a transition just on what's going. And so we had somebody who raised their hand and says, hey, I want to be in leadership. I said, are you sure? And he said, yes, because you got to be a little crazy to do what we do. And it's a lonely job. And most of the time we get blamed. So Israel Flores is going to step in and be effectively our new PC coach here at Keller Williams Southwest. If you don't know Israel has been in the business how long?
12 years.
12 years. He started off on a team. He was on Kathy Stubbs' team. He jumped off the team, and his Tara and his wife have grown a really good business. And so he's really good at understanding the necessities with the contracts and getting deals put together as well. And then he's also been really instrumental in growing a business, and he'll support people to grow a really big business as well. So anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm excited to do this. I've been here for a long time. So one of my passions is to help people grow. I do a lot of the education stuff here too. So my goal is to help anyone in the PC program to fund the perfect life, so I hope you guys are ready to get to work because it's gonna be a fun ride. And Tara kicked me out of the office, so she was like, we've been working side by side forever, so she's like, we need a break.
Yeah.
So that was part of
You
it.
were holding her back. is
Yeah,
what
I
she
was holding
said.
her back. Yeah, exactly.
Tara says the business will double when she stepped into a
Yeah,
different role.
exactly. But no, I'm excited. We're like family here, and so I'm excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're excited to have you in the role. So you'll hear more of the transition moving forward, but we wanted you to be first to hear it, and we're super excited for Israel to be in the role.
Thank you.
All right,
Look forward to
okay, welcome aboard. Gonna be around. All right, let's the market is really interesting. Would you agree? Because when I say that, what I believe should be up is actually down, and what should be down is actually up. You're like, what do you mean by that? Right? Really, when you have a change in interest rates, right? You typically, what occurs? Prices go down, and what else? Listings, inventory should go up. How's the inventory right now? It's still, I don't know if we use the word terrible, but we would use the word it's still extremely low. It is still a seller's market. I don't know how many people I've heard this week tell me about multiple offer situations. Anybody experience a multiple offer situation? And guess what's going to happen over the next 30, 60, 90 days? There are going to be more of those, right? And the buildup. So part of this session, and I'm going to have some of our ALC members and to come up here and talk a little bit, is control your outlook. And it makes me go to this book. If you haven't read it, it is fantastic. I'm not paid to say that, right? Yes, Gary Keller is the author, and he did it with Jay Papasan and Dave Jinks, who I think are brilliant people. And I like good authors, so I'm not to say this, but the way that this book is put together on real estate and tackling tough times is really, really outstanding. And there's 12 tactics. Anybody think they can name all 12 tactics off the top of your head? Dang, I was going to give away a free cap if you could, but we'll have to do that at another time. Tactic 1, just raise your hand. Anybody know what tactic 1 is? Yeah, we got to tell me exactly what it is. Oh gosh, you just throwing thing. No, what kind of, no, okay, tactic 1, I failed you as a leader. If you don't know this book, tactic number 1 is get real, get right, mindset and action. So we gotta understand what's going on inside of our head. We cannot. And the topic that I grabbed off the group was, you cannot control this market. You can understand it, you can interpret it, but what you can control is your outlook and your response to it. Here's my forecast a little bit. I'm not an economist. I do listen to a lot of economists. I'm not the go-to expert, even though I listen to experts, and I do look at the market constantly. So here's what I believe we're going to experience. We're going to have a really tight competitive landscape over the next 90 to 120 days, 3 to 4 months, right? We're going to have buyers that show up. There's going to be a demand for them. They're going to be challenging to get people under contract. It's going to be a challenge to keep them under contract, because things are changing with lending practices, and things are changing in their head as well, right? Because their confidence is going to go down. Thank social media and thank your media outlets for that. But it's going to be a challenge, but there's going to be an opportunity to make money, right? And yet in the fourth quarter, I think sales are going to get even tighter than they were last year in the fourth quarter. So my challenge to you is, now's the time to get after it, right? Is this a good time to get into real estate? Absolutely. This is the best time. Usually people get into it when there's all thriving businesses. This is the greatest time to get into real estate. Yet you're going to have to do the work, right? Is social media. He just showed you. You know what number 2 was on there on the content, huh? Yeah, your MLS. And you know what drives leads from the MLS? Yeah, listings. That's all. The only thing that said is if you get listings, you get leads. That's all it says. And if you want better posts for your social media, go get listings. Because people are going to find you because they're finding properties. So this listing game is going to be really critical. And I'm telling you, each one of you have 3 to 4 listings really close to you in your inner circle, but you're going to have to attack it. And you're going to do your database. That's why we get into command. We don't do it for us. The shredding hunger, let me just tell you, we don't do that as an office for an activity to talk about. We just use it as an instrument for you to take advantage of. It's just a free, easy tool. Greg has about done everything to you, but if you walked him and go, I don't even know how to post this on my computer and social media, he would do it for you, by the way. I mean, there's no excuse not to take advantage of the tools, but we might have to hold you down a little bit to get you to do it because we're going to need to get in front of our clients. But I'm telling you, you have 3 or 4 deals, every one of us that's real close to us in the next few days, in the next 30, 60, 90 days. And we need to grab them. We got some sellers that are need on when's the best time for a seller to sell? It's going to be right now. Got to get people to move. Am I afraid to buy a property right now? Absolutely not. Now I'm going to buy it and there's not an upside and I need to sell in a year, probably not going to buy. But if I'm going to buy it and hold into this property for 5 to 7 years, I'm absolutely going to buy a property. I don't care what the interest rate is. And we got products to help us. So let's get real clear, get right, a mindset and action. We got to jump into the action. So I am going to talk about a program that we call us Bold. Turn to your neighbor and go, they're always selling Bold to us. Yes. Bold is a program. So if you're on the ALC and you raised your hand, come on up because I want you to hear it from agents who are on the ALC and are going to take Bold. Tara's coming too because Tara's going to be Israel's fill-in since he couldn't be there. She's going to join. And I just want you to hear a little bit of the perspective from agents who have taken it consistently over time. The comment we got this week, as somebody said, is, oh, I've taken Bold for been there, done that. And I'm like, whoa, we're missing the whole point of this program. I strive, this is me personally, work really hard to bring in the best Bold coaches in our system. Right? This is the David Jones. Cody Gibson has volunteered to raise his hand. He has not done it, but he's doing several now, but he has not done a Bold in Houston and never in this location. Because we're bringing the best that we can in tough times. And that's what champions do. They get in that environment and they really tackle it. So for perspective, tell us a little bit of who you are, real short, like what you did in the ALC minute. That was fantastic, right? And give us a little. It's all good.
You can't even
Yes.
keep shit.
I can't, but I'm the leader and I got the clicker, so I get to talk a lot. So tell us a little bit of who you are and how many times you've been in Bold.
Go ahead.
You may start?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm Tara
Kareen is listening.
Flores.
Kareen, get up here.
you're signed up for Bold, right?
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, there she goes.
I'm Tara Flores with the Flores Home Team. I'm Israel's wife. And this will be my 9th time to take Bold.
And how long you been in the business?
I've been in the business since 2015, so I'm in my 9th year. Now, this will be my 9th time. And every time I take it, I get something new from it. And I'm gonna say, if you have never taken it before, this is your opportunity to set the foundation for your business. They will teach you everything you need to know for your foundation of your business. I highly, highly recommend that you take it.
Okay.
I'm Pam Shockey and I'm Bold.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you.
I've been with Keller Williams 23 years in real estate over 30. This is probably like my 6th time to take Bold. But I think each time you learn something new, it pushes you a little bit further. I don't usually have issues with being Bold, but this regards to real estate. If you don't have any listings, there's no reason you shouldn't be taking Bold because it's going to push you to ask for business.
Good. Sapana.
I'm Sapana. I've been here 5 years.
And
This-
she's bold.
And I'm the boldest. She just said I was bold. I'm the boldest. This is, my 5th year and I have taken Bold 7 times, sometimes twice a year. highly encourage you, if you have the time to take bold,
Make the time.
make the time to take bold, because what is going to do for your business? Yes, it's great for the newcomers, because the entire 7 chapters is going to go through what you should be doing as an agent on a daily basis. Okay. Why it's also great for people who are already in the business and producing is because you learn something new every single time. And Cody Gibson, you guys, is teaching. Okay. This guy is amazing. When I had just started and pandemic had started, he was one of the ones who did Bold online. He's an amazing person. And I think this is the very first time we're having him in Texas. He usually doesn't come to our region. So you should not miss the opportunity to take this Bold. And on top of that, Chad reimburses you while you're in Bold and you are taking these classes. If you get a listing, if you get a buyer under contract and they close, you get $200 back for each transaction. So it's kind of free if you're doing what they tell you to do in Bold. Okay. Now, what, I'm sorry. Yeah, they reimburse.
Yeah.
So it's cost $7.99, but each transaction, you're able to get $200 back. And the day you sign up, it starts counting. So, don't even think about it, really, seriously. Why do I take it all the time? I always say, oh, hey, I'm not gonna take it next time. I always take it. I don't even know why I say that, because it reminds you of the things you need to do. Unless you have a coach every day telling you, please go do this, then you need to take Bold. Because Bold will make you a little bit stronger as an agent. It's going to take you out of the box that you're in. It's going to help you think outside the box. Like, okay, I don't just need to do this. I need to do this on a daily basis. And you will get the results. You might not get them in Bold if it's your first or second time, but in 6 months, you will see the results of Bold in your business. VI transactions, VI closings. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I think she said everything I wanted to say. Actually, for my first 4 year, I regretted I did not take Bold because, since the office promoted so much, I was just trying it my first time, and I was out of place. So much you learn, and I was lost. Why do I need to get so many contacts? So, but it builds up, right? Your business, because any business is a building business. So you might not have, any transaction, when you get all those new contacts, but it's a practice.
Yeah,
So-
but Bold had a different impact on you initially, right?
Yeah.
Bold had an impact on you on your fitness journey, right?
Not only
Share
my
that.
business, my fitness, my life, and everything, especially my mind is really, I think everybody, both should be taught in classroom, should be taught in even elementary classroom, all this mindset. I'm so sad that even both keep saying, mindset should be taught right when a baby is raised, right? So it's very important. By now I already have 4 transaction cover up my bowl. So
So yeah, you already signed up. She already had it covered. All right. So I'll tell her fitness journey because I think it's really important. Was she jumped in the Bold and she's very fit, by the way, right? Worked on a very percentage of body fat that was probably kind of a little crazy how low it was. And all she did when she was in the middle of Bold is she applied the principles to her fitness. And then she woke up one day and said, I just need to apply the same principles and discipline to my business. And you did. And what happened to your business?
and I grew 300% last year.
Absolutely. So the impact is the whole person and the mindset along the way. Okay. So just be last moment here while you guys are up here. Just be real, right? Is the first tactic is get real, get right, mindset and action, not just bold, but what do you know that needs to be done right now in your business for you to not just survive, but to thrive?
For one
Go ahead.
of us, I'm gonna say, Bold is really big on mindset, and I think for me, mindset, it starts right there. Like they will get your mind right to do the things you're supposed to do to move forward and feel comfortable. I think my mindset is so important. because
But
if
you already know what to do.
I know, but if my mindset's not right, then I won't do it.
That's why you go back every year. Okay,
Right.
what else? Add to that. Be real.
I think everyone is living in the complexity. We feel like, why do I need to do this? What my life will change if I do a little more, right? So we always forget about what is my big goal? Why am I doing this? Why do I need to make phone call every day? But just enjoy the process. The more you do, that's how successful people being successful because they enjoy the process. For the first few months, you might feel like I don't feel like doing, but the more you do and you see the result will propel you to the next level.
Okay.
That's what it
Good.
is.
What else?
I definitely think if you put in the work, you're gonna see the results. I did get 4 transactions during Bold last year, so I did get reimbursed. But I think just that little bit of positivity fuels you for wanting more. And it's not just about the monetary, it's about, helping people. It's about, being top of the market, beating out the competition. But also it's like, embarrassment is short-lived. If you're embarrassed to make a phone call, it won't last long. Just pick up the phone.
Okay, mine is, I'm not embarrassed. I just don't like making phone calls, but I think my thing is, with Bold, what's gonna happen to you is right now we're in a market, it's getting a little harder out there, okay? Nobody wants to list their home because they don't know where they want to move. With Bold, you're gonna learn, okay, the mindset, you need to go in with a mindset that, hey, I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna just go and go through these and not do my homework. But for me, it's always about, I can never handle more than so much at a time. Like I get this many listings. I'm like, okay, this is enough. This is too much. I'm going crazy. Bold will remind you that you need to do it consistently, not just, don't just say no to business. Sometimes when a phone call comes, you're too busy. You can't handle it. Yes, you can pass it on to someone else, but Bold will teach you. You need to be consistent on a daily basis. Okay. Like even if you don't want to, some days I've got a child sick this morning. She didn't get to school until later when she started feeling better. So my whole morning was shot. Like Bold will tell you, no matter what, these activities must be done every day. You figure out what time it is. If it didn't work for you in the morning, do it in the afternoon, but they need to be done. They cannot be ignored. And that's how you build a business. You're not just after that one transaction. Sorry. You're not after that one transaction. I have an inspection going on right now. You're after building a business. You're out there. There's a lot of people who need your help. They don't even know who you are. Okay. They pick up the phone. Sometimes they go to Google, they go to Zillow and they find a person, but you might even know that person. They don't even know you're a real estate agent. That happens. Okay. They don't know because you didn't tell them. So Bold is going to tell you to do those activities. He's going to go through, you're going to get this big old book. You can start reading ahead if you're.
It's not that big.
Well, it's not that big. It's not that big anymore. They have revised it, but it's going to teach you what you need to do on a daily basis. And I think that I have changed quite a bit because of Bold and of course, because of chat too, but like I am getting a lot more consistent on white duties, which I never used to be that way. Yes.
All right, good stuff. All right. Thank you guys so much. Give them a round of applause for coming up. I gotta touch on a few things. The market center makes no monetary gain for us to get you guys in Bold. We don't make money off of it, by the way. In fact, it actually costs us money and we reimburse you. Now, our ultimate goal is to get you into production. And if we do, yes, we make money. So that's number one. Why is there a charge of $7.99? Fascinating. Back when we had Harvey, right? We actually had a free Bold here. KWRI says, look, we're going to offer you a free Bold in moments. And we hosted one here for a free Bold. Anybody attend that free Bold if you remember during Harvey? Okay, interesting. The participation, the show up was high. People showed up every week. And they brought in a different Bold coach each week. In fact, Diana Kokoska, who's the author of Bold, she actually showed up as well. Do you want to know what happened with production? Yeah, very little. There was no movement on production. It actually fascinated because people weren't committed to the process. So the $7.99 is to make sure that you show up and you commit to it. If that number is too high and you need to figure out a way, start having some conversations now with people to go, hey, look, I need to have it. If you have a car right now and it's your way to get around and the transmission goes out and you don't have any money, what do? You figure out how to way to go get the money. This is one of those ideas as well, to sacrifice some other ways and put into it and show up and commit to the process. It will be highly effective. We are not having it at this location because we need a bigger space to host the 3 offices. So it will be at basically the Beltway and I-10. It starts at 9 o'clock and it ends at 2:30. It's not that hard to get to that location. And actually, it's better for you to get out of this location and go to a spot and be really focused on learning and being all in. So I want to make sure that we're really clear on it. If you're not sure you know anything about it, the first step is no charge. You'll get great value out of just showing up on that location. Make sure that you sign up for that as well. But don't sign up for it if you're not going to attend, because we'll buy you lunch. We'll have you a seat. We'll make sure that you're there and have a spot. Any questions that we have? Can I speak with more passion? I passion because I truly believe in Bold. It has made a major impact on me, and I could tell you the bolds that I took and had or was all in. I can tell you the location that it was a game changer in the trajectory of my life and the business what I have today. It was because of a Bold. I did things that I didn't think I would and was uncomfortable with. And what did I do? The activities that were necessary. Left on our own, we just struggle at it, right? Collectively in a group and we show up, we just get more done. There's just a way about it. I was listening, anybody listen to a lot of podcasts? I was listening to a podcast on Business Wars. You ever listen to Business War? And they were talking about the weight loss industry. Now, weight loss industry is a huge industry, and it talked about the founder of Weight Watchers. And the Weight Watchers lady, I don't even know her name. Anybody know her name? Fantastic story if you hadn't listened to it. But what she discovered is she went to an obese clinic when she was overweight, and they showed up there, and the person weighing her in was some skinny, she had other choice words for her. They were not pleasant, and would weigh her in and didn't know the struggle. So she just created a group to get together, and they were just real about their journey and where they were. And she didn't charge. Before she knew it, she had multiple people coming, and a person says, you have a business model. Because when we do things together, where we're real and where we are, it just helps us have greater success. And that's what Bold is. We're in the room together and people are out there and they're really getting after it. And nobody gets an easy button, by the way. We all got to put in the work. And then you have a track record of a coach who's put in the work, who's coached people, and he's challenging himself today in a business of expanding and going to multiple locations. That's what you want to be around. And you want everybody in. Okay, questions or ahas? The dates again. Norman, can you go back to the slide? First step is Monday. That's the 12th? 17th. The first one's the 17th?
Yeah, 17th.
I don't know. Today's the 12th. I don't even know what day it is. I need help too, by the way. All right, Norman will pull that up. Hit the slide here so everybody can see it.
Let me show you the screen.
And here's the dates. There's a couple of breaks. It's a little bit of a different rhythm to it just based on Cody's schedule. 17th, 24th, May 1, 8th, then you see the break, 22nd. So it ends in June 12th. People always go, what if I got to miss a day? Jump in and do it. But do the activities when you got to miss a day. Doesn't mean you don't do the homework. Okay. Questions, thoughts, feedback? Stop talking, Chad. But make our point. Not just me saying it. These are agents as well who are jumping into it. Okay, great. Let's go to our business partners. I got to go all the way to the end again. Okay. Let's get our, you're coming in for AMCAP. Reliant and, okay, just you.
Just me.
All right, just you. You get the whole.
Hey, y'all, I don't know if y'all have heard, but there's a rumor going around about FHA loans. Yes, that's false. So the 40 years is going to be for modifications. So that's existing loans that are in trouble. Basically, somebody can't make their payments. So they are going to extend the 40-year for those loans, but it's not on purchase loans. So I got.
Well, tell them what the rumor was. There was a rumor going around that you could now go get a 40-year FHA, because your clients will say this. And you could say is, well, that's yes and no. On your typical traditional going in and getting it, it is not. There's some variations who people are in trouble, not definitely for a new loan. But that could change over time, right? I think it's something that's really being visited.
Yeah. All right. And then also AMCAP is giving back $100 for every VA loan to a nonprofit called Mighty Oaks. And so it's in Magnolia. And what it does is it helps veterans with day-to-day struggles from being in the military. So just let y'all know that.
Okay, great.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Where'd you come from?
Come from China. Hello, my name is Yu Yilin. I work for Reliant. Okay. 2 days ago, one of my customer called me. He said, I've been transferred for 2 months. I still haven't get my bill yet. I asked him to give me his account number. So when I checked, actually 2 months ago, he's moving. So his old price was cheaper. So I asked him to transfer to the new house. Because you're qualified to transfer, okay. And then, but I cannot handle the transfer. So I gave him the call center's phone number to transfer. But they end up did not transfer him. So he was paying, like the original owner was paying for him, but it's at 24 cents, okay. So a lot of people lately, I find out they're over 20 cents, okay, per kilowatt. Okay, so right now the price has been dropping. It's a good time to switch. When you're moving, you're qualified to switch without paying the cancellation fee. Okay, I mean, like I've been working for Reliant for 11 years. I mean, if you call Reliant, a lot of people are new, okay, because they don't have as much experience as me, because I'm doing the same thing again and again for 11 years. So some new people, I don't know, like my customer, I don't know where they transfer his account. I don't know what happened, but at least I can save your customer time, okay? Thank you.
All right, good stuff. You think she handles all it? Everybody have electricity? Do your new clients need electricity? Let her just be the concierge and connect them to them. She'll give them a rate. And if they got a better rate somewhere else, she'll tell them as such. Use that as a service as well. Okay. Come on up, ladies.
Ready for it?
I know. Are we?
Are you sure?
I don't know. I'm a little nervous. No.
I would be. Does this work?
That goes online. But if you
Oh.
stand right behind the desk, everybody can see you and hear you.
Okay, I don't know. I'm pretty short, y'all.
Yeah.
Hi, y'all. I'm Helen Greenberg. For those that don't know me, I've been in home warranty going on 13 years now. So that's kind of my specialty by now. And I switched 3 years ago to this company here, Achosa. And it means the power to choose. And the reason why I switched from a big box home warranty company that everybody knew to this smaller company, even though we're in 23 states, is because they let your buyers use their own local contractors. So when their AC goes out on a Friday and it's 100 degrees out this summer, they're not waiting till Monday to have a contractor call them to set an appointment for that next week, going without AC the whole weekend and half of next week minimum. With us, that Friday, they call, place their claim, and then they get to call any local contractor wherever they live in Texas, their own favorite local contractor or any contractor can come out right away, diagnose it, call us immediately while he's there so we can authorize it. And then when he's finished with the repair or replacement, we will pay him over the phone by credit card before he leaves your buyer's house. It has been a total game changer. So for these past 3 years, I don't have the horrible distress calls that I used to get on the hour, on daily, every night, every weekend from your buyers, because they were waiting and waiting and waiting. And Helen, can you do something for me? Can you help me? I have no heat. I have no hot water. I have no AC. It's been days, weeks. So this eliminates it completely because they're going to use whoever they want locally that can come out. We have several different plans, and I'm going to email y'all a PDF of the brochure that you can forward to your clients. And we have add-ons as well that they can add on. If you don't want to have the home warranty conversation, tell your buyers, here, call Helen and she'll help you. Because then I like to look at the address, see if it's a swimming pool, if it has chlorine or saltwater pool, if it's on acreage and it has septic or well. So I give them those choices so they can make the decision which plan they want and what add-ons to get, instead of, the title company doing it for them, and then they have no clue what they have. It's been a real game changer, y'all. I've got different things. We also have multiple year pricing and new construction pricing. And what else? All kinds of different plans to suit whatever. If you need to try to stick towards the contract amount, just call me personally and I'll help you with it. And yeah, please let your clients know that there is a different home warranty company that they can try out. Any questions? No? Yeah.
If you stay behind there, they'll see you online too.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
We've been around this summer. Next month will be 5 years and we're already in 23 states. We've had our best last month ever in the history of our company. We are growing like wildfire because people are sick and tired of waiting for service. With us, they get to control the whole situation and not wait for critical services like hot water, heat, AC. Yes.
You said they can pick their own contractor, but if they don't have someone.
Yeah, then we
y'all
can
get
refer
They
them.
don't have to call around.
No. They can, when they call and place a claim and say, I don't have a local, when they tell them, okay, go ahead and they don't know of anybody, they'll refer them somebody off of Angie's List or Home Advisor, 3 people in their specific area. Oh yeah, I've never had so many people renew a home warranty before in all the years I've done home warranties. And I've never had so many people text me or call me and say, thank you so much. This was such a wonderful experience for the first time ever with a home warranty. Yeah, it's been that much of a game changer. I would never go back now. You could never pay me. I get people on LinkedIn trying to ask me to come work for their home warranty. I'm like, no. I'm sorry. I'm happy with the CHOSEP because I don't have the upset people anymore. And you won't have them either. Yeah. Was there another question?
All right.
Okay.
Getting their cards.
Yeah. We have 2 door prizes. And then here's Leslie Green. I mean, not Leslie. Leslie's.
She doesn't look like Leslie.
Leslie was sick at the last minute. So Tasha, her escrow officer, came in and to speak to y'all.
Good
with
morning,
Doma Title.
y'all. Actually, I see a lot of familiar faces, but also a lot of unfamiliar faces. Some of those of you know me, I used to be here. This used to be my stomping ground. So with the bowl class that Mr. St. Jean was pitching earlier, take them. KW had the best training there is out there. Because remember, I was a product of here. And I used to be on ALC too.
That's right.
When I was here. So with that being said, I am filling in for Leslie, our marketing rep for today. I am the escrow officer for Doma, formerly known as North American Title. So North American Title been around for 70, actually this is our 7th year anniversary. So we are literally down the street from you guys and we're a feed office as well. So we have in-house attorneys. So a lot of you guys do listing and you have, for example, we have an upcoming Zoom class for probate, right? You have dead sellers or you have seller now that inherits stuff, right? Please send me your information. I'll send you the link for that Zoom class that we have upcoming for this month. So that way and then we also have a Ask the Attorney monthly. And it depending on, what question are being submitted, we can answer that, how on TV, you ask on what channel 13, I have a tenant that didn't want to move out, what should I do kind of thing. We'll do that in that platform as well. But yes, if you guys have, I've been in your shoes, so I know how it is to, work on a deal and you want to send it to a title company that know how to get your transaction, done smoothly. I've been there, I've done that. And actually I've done a full circle in the real estate realm. So I'm familiar with lending, selling like you guys, and then of course now title. So please come see me or come see us at Doma in Sugar Land. We're right there behind the Sugar Land PD on First Conning. And if you guys have been old timer, the Newmark building. Right. That is our building now, back in the day. So please come. And like Helen said, we do have a drawing, and then I'll have Leslie deliver the. grand prize
We have
to
two
whoever.
drawings, y'all. I've got one and they have one as well. Show them a title. So, everybody got their card in? Yeah? Okay. Here's one for me. Hemi Ogunmola, Kemi? Okay. Awesome book that you're gonna really like. Yeah, we had that guy come and speak.
Jacqueline Manuel.
There you go. On the correct time.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much for sponsorship and lunch. Stick around and enjoy it.
Yes, we brought lunch, y'all, so hope you enjoy it.
Don't forget, there's a barcode in front of you.
Get it on.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of you. Nobody's laughing anymore. All right, enjoy some lunch and hang around. And we'll see you next week. See you Monday for sure.